I'm Jamie Ratner, CEO and founder of Certifikid.
And I'm Brian Ratner, president of Certifikid. We're from Potomac, Maryland.
We are here today seeking $600,000 in return
600.
for 8% of our company.
Man.
8%.
Parents are always looking for new experiences to make memories with their kids without breaking the bank. That's why we created Certifikid, a website and app that provide amazing deals on family-friendly experiences, services, and products. From adventures to classes to camps, Certifikid delivers amazing experiences
Enthusiastic.
at unbeatable
Yeah.
prices.
She is Jamie. I like Jamie. I like her attitude. She's like, I should go get her.
Once signed up, Certifikid emails you a special parent-approved offer each day. And if that's not enough, you can always find more than 300 local and national exciting deals on our site at any one time.
We have
Wow.
deals for any season.
That's awesome.
From a snow tubing getaway in the
looking
winter
at the
to a
8%.
pirate cruise birthday party in the spring.
Oh, that looks like fun. I want to shoot. You want to shoot some boats with some water
Oh,
cannons?
that would be fun. Yeah, I want to drive a little boat, though.
Yeah.
Kids Spa Day. And what summer would not be complete without a trip to your local amusement park?
Ah, look at that. Talk about creativity.
Oh, they're selling it with the kids. Okay. Oh, that looks like fun.
That does look like fun. Look, they got the fake legs. They're all
That's
on the
what
roller
you could
coaster.
do. I reckon if you did that at the podcast conference, you could
What?
turn up in one of those seats.
think
If you jogged out and they got the fake legs sort of dangling down like that, I think that would be really funny.
I'm on a roller coaster.
I'm still trying to figure out the. There we go.
Trying to figure out the what? The valuation?
Yeah.
You figure a little over 12 million.
Jesus.
I'm sure they got sales.
Yeah. I like that you're shaking the head. That ride really got to her.
That's good theater.
All right, Sharks. Who's ready to join the unstoppable Certifikid family on our awesome ride?
Woo! I'm excited. Let's go.
Well, obviously, she's the enthusiasm behind the business. So I'm
Absolutely.
interested to find out. Do they talk about how it kicked off? Did she start this business and he came along for the for the ride, or maybe it was his idea and it's her enthusiasm that's pushed it? So I suppose we'll sit back and find out.
Yeah, every business needs a hype man, right, or hype lady, right?
Yeah.
It's in term. In fact, we did an episode with Legendary Everything, the Legendary Everything Burger that had literally a reincarnation of Flavor Flav on stage or on the carpet, and not only was he the hype man, he was the numbers man too. He knew his numbers he was like I watched or I listened to these numbers recorded over and over in my sleep, so I would know them when I got here and would not be like caught in blindsided.
Do you reckon he's the numbers guy?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you reckon he's the numbers guy, Brian?
Maybe he might be the tech guy that puts the
Okay.
website and all the tech together. We'll see.
Let's find out.
No, you do not. Not at this point. We are currently in Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Chicago, L.A., Philadelphia, and Atlanta.
Philly.
Which is your biggest city?
Washington, D.C., we're huge. That's where we're
That's
based.
where you're from,
Yeah.
okay.
How do you make your money?
So when a business signs up with us, there's no cost to them. We take a percentage on each sale that's sold. So the customers are buying through our website. They'll buy a voucher for a farm festival. Say it's $15. They'll pay $10. We then would pay the business, for example, $5.
So you're effectively Groupon for a very specific market, a family market.
Family niche and mom niche
Okay.
in particular.
What made you come up with the idea? Tell us a little about the history.
I was running a blog on the side for fun that was geared to deals, and deep down I always wanted to have a business, and I was putting away money, and I told him about this new daily deal concept, but it was only spas and restaurants at the time. And I said, wouldn't it be awesome to have a site like this but geared to moms? Keep in mind, I had no business background, no IT background, no marketing, no sales,
Were
nothing.
you a stay-at-home mom at that time?
My background is criminal justice security management.
Of course it is.
Because that would be the obvious transition
Yeah,
into the children's market.
Well, hey, she's a mom, right? And that's powerful that she saw a need and was like, hey, I don't know what I'm going to do to make it happen, but I can make it happen. And that's, I think any entrepreneur that's just getting started or started in a new venture that they're not familiar with, take a lesson from this mom over here. She's awesome. She's still killing
Well,
it.
at least, like you said, at least she saw something, but where it was only happening in one particular area, like restaurants and spas, and thought, what else can you do with it? I like that question too. Always asking yourself, what else, or what's next?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not?
Interesting.
If you have a kid that's out of line, you put him in prison.
I'm curious, what is your background?
I'm a lawyer. My focus is mainly high-level business strategic, financial.
Brian, if you're
But
the
you still
finance
have a
guy,
job
what's
as
the
a-
revenue?
This year, more than $5 million.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa!
That is our gross
You
number.
sold $5 million worth of tickets to stuff, and you kept how much?
Our net income from that number this year projected to be about $700,000.
Nice.
All right.
I thought this was
Ding,
before I-
ding. That's awesome. I mean, that just goes to show that a little bit of profit scaled up with a lot of business, across a lot of customer base can go a long way, especially when it's digital. They're making 700,000 on that. I mean, that means they're probably spending a lot of money getting their brand in front of parents,
But
because
there's also,
their costs are
like you
probably
said,
not that high.
Yeah, because
Otherwise.
once they've got it on the website and it's actually going, it's like they said, they're just taking a cut of each of the
Yeah.
things. So they're like the mob.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about there, Dr. T.
Make me an offer you can't refuse. That's what they're doing with the different places. Is we're here to protect you and get you business. You just
Yep.
pay us our cut.
Yeah.
Well, but the sharks all of a sudden lit up from that too.
Well, yeah, and so their customer acquisition cost is going to be the big factor here. What does it cost? And like I said, I can't, a website itself is not going to run you $4.3 million. But who knows when they started? They might. I don't think they mentioned when they started, so they might have just gotten started in the last 2 years. So maybe they had a lot of upfront costs, and they're still beating the tree to get the parents to come to their site instead of going to Groupon and looking for the couple of deals that are there, like sifting through all the deals that they have for the ones for their kids.
But are they saying that the gross revenue? Because how they said if a ticket sells for $10 goes to the vendor, they keep $5. That was the example she gave. So maybe that $5 million, a big chunk of that is going to the vendors. They're taking the full amount.
Oh,
And then it's getting passed on.
yeah. Okay,
That
okay,
might-
okay.
That
Yeah.
might, that's well, they'll give a breakdown where the rest of the money goes, I'm sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that part.
Since we launched in 2010, we have generated more than $30 million in sales.
Wow.
Wow.
Have you cut any deals with the toy companies for products?
So that's the other side of the business, is that in the last 3 years, we added a new element of the business where we were doing paid advertising. So that's opened up this enormous revenue model for us
How often do you send your newsletter out?
every day. We have over 1 million subscribers. I would say about half of those are, super engaged.
What's your
So before Barks asks his next question, having 1 million subscribers, that's incredible. And they said they did 30 million in revenue since 2010. I don't know when this is Shark Tank season 10. I don't know when season 10 went live, but still, that is incredible, and it makes you kind of wonder, what are they really here for? What do they need the money for?
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Damon's
going
gonna
to
be sniffing this out, I think, because he's really good at that, trying to figure out where, what do you really you want 6%? Do you have room to move on it? Do you, and do they own enough of the company to give up more than that percentage?
Do you reckon there might be other partners? There might be other people involved?
There probably is, because they probably needed money to get this amount of businesses on board and get this amount of 1 million subscribers on your email list is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes a lot of effort to get that many people engaged, and also make and the tail that those people are going to stay on for, especially when you're sending a daily email, is got to be pretty long, because as a parent of 2 young kids, we're always looking for something. I mean, right now it's COVID, so it's a little weird, but we're always looking for something else to do with the kids to keep them engaged. So I mean, they are killing it. They're killing it. And that's probably where some of their cost is, because they probably have a team of people putting together, curating those emails that are going out
I was
every
going to say,
single
because
day.
if they're doing it on a daily, I know what it's like to just do a weekly newsletter.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2,000 people. So imagine what it's like. You got 1 million subscribers, and you're going to come up with a daily newsletter that is going to keep them interested, not have them unsubscribe. Because like your inbox can just get so full, and you're like, oh, what do I not look at anymore? and you just can it. So
It's got to be good. You got to have something there.
And if you do have a newsletter, don't be upset when your best friend unsubscribes.
Absolutely, absolutely. You've done a talk about this, I believe, haven't you?
It's not personal. Yes, I did do a talk on that.
Yeah.
Open for
It
typical
cuts
daily
deep,
open.
but it's not
It's
personal.
10% open, 14% click through.
Well, it's 10% open, 14% click through. She said
10% open, 14%.
that is incredible. Ding ding. Getting 14% click through is incredible. A 10% open. I mean, that's 100,000 people a day reading your messages. Maybe a little bit low. From a, you want to get like 20 to 30% or 40%.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously 100% is the goal, is always the goal, but having 10% is not terrible. You're reaching 100,000 people a day, but it does make me wonder if they could maybe cull their list a little bit based on the open rates of a lot of those people that they have on that list.
Well, they could look down to a lot deeper too. Is it the same 10% that are opening it?
Yeah.
How many are bouncing? Like you said, how many addresses there are just a total waste of time?
Absolutely.
But it's I think that 10%, that'd be just the interesting part is it the same 10%? Because I know sometimes I'll get a newsletter from the same place every day, and I may only look at it probably once every 2 weeks because it comes through so regularly.
Yeah.
And the ones that are not as regular, I'll open every one.
I think it's also important as the business owner, not everybody treats their inbox as sacredly as like I do, where I try to keep an inbox 0. So you'll get like people where they're going through their email and they'll unsubscribe to an older email because they're just like kind of skimming through and finding things to like look at. So it's like a treasure trove. Every time you go into your inbox, there's always something different in there. And there's always something because you just have had so many emails, left. I mean, my wife is good for that. 30, 40,000 emails in her inbox. Could you imagine if that was a real inbox, like your real mailbox had that many messages just piled in there? It's like a vault.
Click through.
Okay, let's see what she says.
Bad. Yeah. You brought any capital in from anybody else?
No, we were profitable after our 3rd month with the seed money that Jamie was hiding away for her business.
Congratulations.
Why do you think you need an investment? You've been profitable since 3 months opening. Family-run business.
Yeah.
Why would you want more capital right now if you can grow without having to worry about anybody else but the family?
The safe thing for us to do would be to not be here. Keep doing what we're doing. It's a great family business. We're
Right.
doing well. My father passed away about 1.5 years ago.
sorry.
He used to say, don't have regrets. He regretted a lot of deals he didn't do. And I think we feel at this point in time, what we see as a strategic partnership with a shark to help guide us, to help us grow the business.
What would the $600,000 go for?
So we would use the $600,000 to help support our marketing and sales strategy, which would include growing our sales team and also helping us grow our subscriber base through customer acquisition.
That's at 8%?
Subscriber base.
Yeah. That's 8%. I thought it was 6%.
No, it was 8%.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, I mean, that's almost 6 million, or, so it's almost 6 million.
Through customer acquisition.
Yeah, guys, that's your challenge. Making $700,000 is no joke. But the hardest challenge is refreshing content, particularly when you have long-term customers, because they love it, and then what have you done for me lately? I just think that's a big hurdle. I don't see the valuation matching that challenge, so for those reasons, I'm out.
The one part I'm confused about, Joe,
man.
the part I'm
Yeah.
confused about is they're saying they're making $700,000 profit a year.
Yes.
So they want someone to give them $600,000 for 8%. I'm going to take a guess that none of the sharks are going to go for this. Not for 8%. I'm just guessing. Like I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
I haven't seen it either. If I had to guess, I think Mr. Wonderful will probably do it, and he will go and say, "Give me a royalty on my money to get my money, my $600,000 back, and then I'll drop down to like 5% or something." And the reason is because his Mr. Wonderful wedding line, right? He has all these like things that are tied to wedding. Well, what comes after weddings? kids at some point, most
so you can
likely,
see it
right? So
fitting
it's
in.
like, yep. So it creates another level to the funnel of Mr. Wonderful's wedding lineup, and if he can get his money back, he's not going to be so worried about it. So we'll see.
We'll find out.
Yeah, let's see what somebody else has to say.
Sorry to hear that.
That's a shame that Mark's not
I
into
believe
it.
that, you know, after 8 years of making newsletters, you've already figured out something, right? I would offer you $600,000 for 17.5%.
Wow.
Thank you so much
I
for
think
that
you're
offer. We really
overlooking
appreciate
a
it.
tremendous potential.
I think that's a very difficult deal for them to want to take, giving up that much percentage when they're very happily making money and don't really need somebody there with them. But it's nice to see Damon give him a shot.
At least they've had an offer.
Yeah, so far. Well, it sets the table for somebody else to come in.
Yeah.
in your business. I'm interested in a deal, but only if you believe in the philosophy that I see in the business, which is to turn it into a franchise. I think
Oh.
you can make a killing as a franchise business because I think there are so many moms who want to be involved in a mom business where they're in charge, not working for you, but running their own business. So I'll make you an offer for the $600,000, but I want 25%. But the contingency is
25%. Wow, that is.
Keeps going
so-
at this rate. they're going to give
Well-
up 100% of the company.
No, no. But I will say this, like, so her vision for a franchise makes this very big. Like it could get very big very quickly because you could have the Seattle Certifikid. I don't love the name, by the way. It's hard.
No.
It's like, I keep wanting to say Certifikid, but it's Certifikid. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's where it comes, because they're selling like vouchers and certificates, sort of.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
other
yeah.
places. It's I thought initially when they said Certifikids, it was like, oh, the kids are going to do something and they get certified, like a kid's qualification.
Yeah, like lessons or something, like computer lessons or math lessons or something. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. I mean, to me, something maybe along the lines of like Tickid or something. I don't know. It's too hard to make up a name.
Let's change the name.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a bad name. I don't know. I just see it and I think of something else. So I don't know.
for your sake and for mine to turn into a franchise. I can make you a fortune.
Barbara.
That is a great offer if they want to go that direction.
That's something we've discussed.
Haven't done that yet?
Currently, no.
Well, if you had the birthdays of the kids,
Right.
and I have Love Pop cards, I need to know that so I can pay you to give me that data and sell that product.
Right, that's where I see huge opportunity as well.
Because a lot of these are birthday gifts to kids, right?
Right, yeah. No,
Well, you have to be tread lightly on that because there is laws against targeting kids and having the kids' birthdays. I don't know if that falls into that. I mean, I'm sure some companies are doing it, but I don't know. I don't know if I love that angle of it.
no, I think there could be a whole birthday program. It's something, it's
Wow,
on my list.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of opportunity in data mining for you.
Right, yes, yes.
I don't see the franchising thing. I don't agree with Barbara at all on that.
I think you're
you
mistaken.
want to control that database because that's where the value is. I would do the deal, but on the exit, here's what I'd like, because you may be taking more money down the road, and again, I have no control because I'm a minority shareholder. I want to make sure whatever happens, I get 3 times on my money on the exit. So I'm going to help you build this thing up. I've got 2 or 3 companies I think that would buy this if the database got a little better. Look, if you guaranteed me 3 times on my 600K, if there's an exit, I'd give you the 600K for 20%. Barbara hasn't thought enough about it to figure that out.
Let me tell you, I'm not so stupid. I don't
I'm
know
not
what
as
he's talking
complicated.
about.
600,000 was 17.5. Not all this other crap they're talking about.
Yeah. More power to Damon there for
Keeping it simple.
yeah, like let's keep it simple. I don't know.
So far, I like Barbara's thinking about because the franchising thing it's a big thing, and you can picture, like she said, people that don't want to work for you but want to have their own business in their area, just doing the same thing and then making a cut. So what's her background? Because I'm in Australia, I don't really know the American Sharks as much.
Her background is in real estate. but she has now, this many years into it, she has tons of experience with lots of different types of businesses. Not so much on the tech side, like with the websites and stuff like that. If Robert was there, Robert probably would have jumped right in on this. But I'm a little surprised at Mark. I'm curious to see if Lori is interested.
But I kind of feel like you shouldn't bring in a partner. It's just my opinion.
What are you talking about? Mind
Just
your
my
business.
opinion. I think you have some very good offers here. You're doing so amazing. I feel like you're better off not giving away equity, and so for that reason, I'm out.
So you
I don't totally disagree. I mean, you're knocking it out of the park with lots of money. You're gonna give up 17.5%. I mean, if I was there, I would try to push Damon down to like 10%, maybe 12, for the 600, and go in there. Maybe he goes down to 15. Meet you at the middle of 15. But I think Damon is probably the winner here right now.
Well, I'm not a cynical person. Actually, definitely not a cynical person. However, sometimes I think these sort of businesses that are doing well, making good money, it's all about looking for opportunities for exposure. And they will sometimes, get on a show like the Shark Tank.
Yep.
Ask for an amount of money which is not ridiculous, for a percentage which is not ridiculous, but knowing that the Sharks won't take the offer. But the exposure it gives their business nationally is huge. Like we're talking about it now.
Well, yeah, and how many years later, right? So Damon, though, usually is the one that Damon or Mark will usually be the one that points that out. Like, you're not really in for a deal. Now he might get to that point when they start to push back, because obviously they didn't jump at his 17.5% offer. So let's see what happens.
viable offers.
Time to make a decision.
What do you want to do?
Well, before we find out what they're going to do, Dr. T, tell the people who you are, what you do, and how they can get in touch with you.
Oh, okay. If anyone wants to send me an email, just go to tf@tysonfranklin.com. That's really simple. Or go to my website, tysonfranklin.com. Easy to find. There's a lot of Tyson Franklins around, a lot of imposters, I keep telling people. So, what do? My background is podiatry. So I've been a podiatrist for over 30 years, and I sold my last practice about 4.5 years ago for some pretty good coin. So now I do business coaching for podiatrists and podcasting. So I'm a podcaster as well, just like you, Super Joe, which is how we met.
It is how we met. If you want to learn how to increase your business's profit, and you want to learn how you can work with me, go over to superjoepardo.com. And you can get my free Profit Rocket guide over at superjoepardo.com. Just scroll down a little bit on the homepage, drop your email address in, and it will go right to your inbox. If you want to get at me, it's at superjoepardo on all social media, or let me know in the comments below what you're thinking about the Biz Coach Reacts video, me, or whatever else you got on your mind. I'm open. I'm there 24/7. So let's see if they choose one of these offers or try to push it down. But after this quick commercial break.
Certificate.
Time to make.
If I give you 600 for 15%.
Look, if I give you 600,000, I'm going to work like hell to make sure I get it back. I would work with you to make this big. Eventually, you're going to want to sell it, no question. And I get you a huge exit. That matters to me. I know what I'm worth.
Would you drop your contingency? When you invest in us, you're going to get returns in year one. You don't need to guarantee yourself for 3 times. You're going to get profits next year, immediately.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Trust me, we have built a phenomenal business here.
Let's see how flexible you are. Meet me in the middle. I want 20, and you're saying 15, 17 and a half, and we have a deal.
Will you drop your contingency?
No.
The contingency's a killer.
Kevin, you can do this deal. 600.
I'm starting to like you, you know?
I think you can do this deal at 15%.
You came in here for Kevin, so I'm going to take my offer off the table.
I feel like a sore loser. My God.
Yeah, because I was just thinking, I was thinking exactly the same thing, because he was then saying to Kevin,
Yep.
17.5% or whatever it was, no contingency. And we're going, well, hang on, Damon offered you 17.5% already without any strings attached. So he picked on that really quickly, that, hang on, you don't even want to talk to me.
Look, I mean, they all have their own expertise, right? And I mean, clearly, Damon is not happy about the fact that, like, hey, they're pushing Kevin around, but they're not trying to, like, hey, smooth it over with everybody to try to find that middle ground. And that, to me, it never is a good, it's never a good sign. Like, it's usually not gonna work out in your favor if you start, like, try to manipulate a deal so much with one person instead of, like, trying to play, field everybody at once. And Damon will walk away. Now Barbara knows.
I have seen this happen on the Australian Shark Tank as well, where somebody's going, and their goal is they want a franchise, and one of the people on the Shark Tank has been a very, very successful person in franchising. You can see the whole time that's the person they want, and it's really obvious, and it pushes the rest of the sharks away.
Yeah, which is bad because you need that offer. You need the other offers to give you leverage to get where you want to be. So don't always look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah,
is that a boomer term? I'm not sure.
How about this? I'll stay at 20%. I remove the pref down to just one time, so I get my money back when we sell it. I'm not asking for a profit on that.
We cannot do that. Kevin, I think you can do the 600 for 15 without the contingency.
Amazing deal.
Kevin,
Amazing deal.
We are going to we're going to take my deal company. This will be the best deal you do.
Imagine
money immediately.
Right, if you're asking me to take the preference off, it's got to be 20%. You get the 600K for 20%. Let's roll. I like your negotiating style. You're honest. You're fair.
I mean, he got the contingency off. I mean, that's a big win on his part. I think 3%. I don't think you should, or 2.5%. Like, you shouldn't let it get in the way. It shouldn't be a bridge too far at that point. If you really want to work with Kevin, right? Like, if that's what you're really there for, then it's not a bridge too far. Make it happen. Stop making him want to walk away. Eventually walk away. Even though he's saying he likes you, he will like you as you walk away too.
Yeah, and the guy's looking a bit panicky now. His whole demeanor has, like, his facial expressions, everything has now completely changed to what he was when he got there.
Yep.
He's looking worried.
You're honest. You're fair.
Yeah. He's gonna walk away.
Great deals both walk away having given something up. Those are great deals. I'm already crying. Tonight I'm going to get under my bed and cry about my preference.
No, we're going to make you money.
I'm a shark.
I know, and we're going to make you money. We're giving you a phenomenal premium on this money.
Brian, 600,000, 20% done, no preference. Ready? Let's
600,000 is still a lot of money, regardless of what kind of billionaire you are.
Yeah.
Kevin, 600. We'll go to 17.5. 17.5. Your number, no preference. We will make you money. You can do this.
20%, no preference, done.
You can do this. This is a great deal for you. I'm fighting for this deal.
I'm loving you.
So do it.
Brian, done deal.
My family is going to come in here and tackle you. Do this deal. 17.5. You can do it. No preference. 17.5.
Do not walk out of the Shark Tank for 2.5%.
Don't send us out of here. Come on. Don't send us out of here. 18.5.
19 done.
Yeah, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. I mean...
Say what? It's a deal.
Okay. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Congratulations, guys. Well done. Thank you.
Okay, so Damon didn't get it, but
it was so amazing to get 3 offers, but we really think Kevin gets our business, and we think that he has the potential to take us to amazing new heights.
He absolutely does. So
what's Kevin's background?
Kevin worked for the Learning Company. Oregon Trail. He made.
I haven't heard of it.
You never heard of the Oregon Trail? I guess that's an American thing because the Oregon Trail is in America. How about that? We learn something new every day. It was a software company in the late 80s into the 90s and into the early 2000s, and he had a huge exit on it, huge exit, and started doing like hedge fund stuff and investing and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I find interesting about that whole process, like you said, they went in there obviously wanting Kevin, because Damon was giving him the same money, but started at 17.5%. So Damon would be sitting there going, "You bastards! You didn't even want me." Yeah, I was prepared to take less, but obviously I didn't have the skill set that you're after.
Well, no, and that's the thing. It's like, again, Kevin, it was in the software industry, programmer, with kids, gets into the wedding industry. Like it makes sense why they wanted him and to push him down into as much as possible to get him down to 19%, because they know that if this blows up, right, it's gonna be huge. That 2% is gonna be a big deal, and they're already on a huge trajectory as it is.
Yeah.
So let's check out their website here.
That was exciting.
Yeah, wasn't it?
That was towards the end there. I'm just going, I really thought Kevin was going to go, yeah, don't worry about it, I'm off. And I reckon the what's his name? Brian?
Damon?
No, the husband.
Jamie I didn't write Jamie. Yeah, I know it was Jamie, but I think it was Brian. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he would have been very upset with himself when they got home. I reckon his wife, the whole drive home, would have said to him, "You argued over 1%."
2.5%, but that's going to matter when they exit.
Yeah.
So it looks like they have lots of things on their site. It automatically picked up that I'm in South Jersey, which is great. I love the fact that they kept the like a little sprinkle of Shark Tank magic on the site, and I like the fact that you're seeing a face. People love faces, so having there's Jamie right there, right on the website. It seems a little messy because there's a lot of empty space there, and then empty space over here. But it seems like people really love the site according to these reviews that are here. So I'm definitely impressed. Now it stinks that all these reviews are from 2019 and 2018, but with COVID
so
and all,
new. There's
what's the newest?
I suppose. Wonder what would be happening now with the whole COVID thing. How has that affected the business?
Well, they have this thing that says deals at home or from a distance.
Oh, okay.
But that doesn't seem to be
popular.
loading for me right now. So I don't know. I'm not sure. So let's just go to all deals right now. It's not loading. So. Well, anyway, it's great to see that they are still there. Obviously, they're still using her likeness, so she probably is still owning the company, as I would imagine. It hasn't been that long since they were on Shark Tank, so good on them, and good on you for sticking it out and watching the rest of the end of this Biz Coach Reacts video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another Biz Coach Reacts video with me, Super Joe Pardo. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can get this video into the hands of more super entrepreneurs like yourself. For Dr. Tyson Franklin all the way down in Australia, I'm Super Joe Pardo. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.